Can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hear you me? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Mijanu? Are you hear me?
Yeah. Now I am clear hear you. So can you hear me now?
Hi. Yes,
Okay. So how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. So
Uh,
we will start our today's session. So
okay.
just a minute.
Okay, I'm coming. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So
Recording in progress.
I share my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now? Hello. Hello. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So please respond quickly. So we will start our today's session.
Okay.
Okay. So hi and welcome to the 7 days training session on Google Earth Engine for geospatial analysis. So basically this course will be taken totally 7 days and I am course coordinator. So basically this is our full course content. So first of all we will try to discuss all of the things what we will run after completing the full 7 days course. So this is our full 7 days course content and basically today is our second day. Okay, and second day's course content will be that first of all I also try to discuss about that how you can easily filtering and displaying the satellite images. Mainly in this time here I discuss about the Landsat and Sentinel image, how you can easily make the filtering and displaying the satellite images using this platform. Then we also discuss about this topic band combination. So how you can easily make the true color composite, false color composite, or other band combination, how we can easily make using this platform. And then how to export the satellite imagery. So how you can easily export the satellite imagery from the Google Earth Engine platform. Then how you can easily import, filter, reduce, clip, and display the data in Google Earth Engine platform. Then how to make the time series chart of NDVI Modis data. Okay, then we also discuss about the how to export any shape file, how we can easily export any shape file from Google Earth Engine platform, and then how to calculating any indices from satellite images. Okay, so basically this is our second day's course content. We will try to complete all of the course content step by step so that you can easily understand. Okay, so first of all, you can see here this is the Earth Engine public data catalog. Okay, mainly we can easily access all of the satellite imagery from this public data catalog. This imagery can be Landsat, Sentinel, or different types of Landsat classes, raw, top of atmospheric, surface reflectance. Then also we can easily export the different types of satellite imagery for the MODIS. It can be daily, okay, or monthly or annually image we can easily export using from the Google Earth Engine public data catalog. Then we can also try to work with the different types of train data, is RTM data or other data. We can also get here the land cover data, atmospheric data, lot of data we can easily get from the Earth Engine public data catalog, and it will be updating daily. Here we can get the more than 5 petabytes of data, also get the more than 4,000 new images every day we can get from the Earth Engine public data catalog, and 200 public dataset, more than 200 public dataset, and 5 million images, more than 5 million images we can easily access using this public Earth Engine public data catalog. And you can see here this is the link for the Earth Engine public data catalog. We can easily access all of the Earth Engine public data catalog using this link. So in this time I simply open this link from here. Just I simply copy this link and open in my browser. So now it appeared all of the Earth Engine public dataset. Here we can get the, you can see platform the Earth Engine science data and analysis. Here we can get the climate and weather data, surface temperature data, climate data, atmospheric data, weather data. Also we can see here the different types of imagery, Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS. Okay, also you can see the some train, land cover. Also you can see the cropland and other geospatial data. Okay, so also you can see here the sub branches, all the suppose Landsat. When I click to the Landsat, here I can get all of the Landsat imagery. Here we can get suitably opened, you can see. So now we can see here it opened the Landsat collection. Here we can easily access all of the Landsat collection, surface reflectance, Landsat 9 surface reflectance, Landsat 8 surface reflectance, Landsat 7 surface reflectance, Landsat 5 surface reflectance, Landsat 4 surface reflectance. Also you can see the top of atmospheric data for Landsat 9, 8, 7 and 5. Okay, also you can see the raw image data for Landsat 8 and Landsat 7. Okay, so here we can get the lot of collection for the Landsat. Also you can see this is another data set for the MODIS and Sentinel. When you click to the Sentinel, so here you can get all of the Sentinel. You can see Sentinel 1 SAR data. Also you can see multi-spectral instrument for the Sentinel 2. Also you can the Sentinel 5. Okay, Sentinel 3. All of the collection for Sentinel we can easily access from the Sentinel tab. Okay, also you can see the MODIS tab. So mainly you can see here it will be provided the different types of MODIS product. You can see the daily products, MODIS daily products. You can see different types of data set we can easily access using the MODIS data set. Also you can see the derived data set. Okay, so lot of data set we can easily access. This is our Earth Engine public data catalog. Okay, so in this time I also try to discuss about that how you can easily import this dataset in Google in Earth Engine and work with this. So in this time I simply go to my slide. So in this time I will try to show you that how you can easily import this dataset. So how to import data from Earth Engine dataset. So then also discuss about the how to filter this data, then how to reduce this image collection, then how to clip on your shapefile, then how to display the result on the map, and how to reproject it the scaled pixel value. Okay, so I simply open my code editor. So in this time here you can see this is the modis collection in Earth Engine. In this time I want to work with the modis NDVI dataset. Okay, so in this time I simply find out the modis NDVI dataset. Here you can see there are the different types of dataset: TerraNet, EVA for test transpiration dataset. Also you can see the Trav vegetation indices dataset. Okay, I want to work with this dataset, Trav vegetation indices 16-day global 250 meter resolution. So I simply click to here. Okay, so in this time here you can see this is the dataset. I simply use this dataset. You can see this is the dataset, Trav vegetation indices 16-day global 250 meter resolution. So here you can see this dataset, all of the information about this dataset. First of all, you can see dataset availability date. So here I can say this dataset availability date, it will be start from the 2000 and the present time it will be present. Also you can see this is the dataset provider. Okay, so mainly this is the dataset provider. Also you can see this is the Earth Engine snippet, and mainly this is the ID for this collection. Okay, so this is the ID for this collection, it's called the Earth Engine snippet. Okay, also you can see the description about this dataset, all of the description about this dataset. Also you can see this is the bands. So mainly we can find out the two bands: NDVI, it is the normalized difference vegetation index. Also you can see enhanced vegetation index. Okay, and this dataset resolution is 250 meters. This dataset resolution is the 250 meters. Okay, so in this time I want to use this dataset and calculated the NDVI for any specific region. Okay, so for this I simply open my code editor. So I just open my code editor. So now you can see this is my code editor, it opened, and in this time first of all I need to import, this is my dataset. This dataset I want to import my dataset in my Earth Engine code editor. Okay, so first of all you need to just to work with this dataset, and then I simply, you can see I want to import, so I just simply copy this Earth Engine snippet from here, just copy and then just paste in my code editor. So I just simply paste in my code editor. So here you can see it will be imported. Okay, and then I simply give a variable name. I simply put a variable name, this is the modis. Okay, so here you can see first of all I just simply copy this Earth Engine snippet and then paste in my code editor. Then I define a variable name modis. Okay, so in this time you can see this is my image collection, and this image collection is stored in a variable, this variable called modis. Okay, so any question, if you have any question you can ask me, any question or any doubt, you can ask me.
Okay.
Okay, so in this time you can see just I simply copy this Earth Engine snippet and then I simply put in my code editor. Then I simply use a variable name. You can use any variable name, it's totally depend on you. In this time you can see this is the one way to import the dataset in Earth Engine code editor. Another way is that I can simply search in my top of the code editor search bar. I simply search here the modis NDVI. I simply search the modis NDVI. So here I can see I use the Trav vegetation index is 16-day. I simply click here. It's also Earth Engine public data catalog. Okay, So we can get the same information, all of the same information in here. Okay, all of the same information we can also get from the Earth Engine public data catalog. So in this time you can see all of the description, also you can see the bands, this is the resolution. Okay, all of the things will be same. And this is the another way when you want to import the data set. So I simply click to the import. You can see I simply click on the import. This dataset will be imported. This dataset will be imported in my code editor. So I simply click to the import. You can see. Can you guess it? What's the variable name in the first line of the code? You can see. What's the variable name in this code? Can you guess it? What's the variable name in this code?
Image collection.
Yeah. So you can see this is the image collection. This is the default variable name. Okay. If you want, you can change it. So I simply change it and give the name is that modis. Okay. So you can see here. This is the two way when you want to import the dataset in Earth Engine code editor. We can follow the two way. First way is that you can simply copy the collection snippet from the Earth Engine public data catalog. Simply copy and paste. After this you can simply put a variable name. Okay. And another way is that you can simply search the dataset in here, and then you can simply click to the import. Then it will be imported in your code editor, and you can use here the any variable name. So this is the two way when you want to import the dataset in Earth Engine code editor. This is the two way. All of the dataset we can import it in the same way. Okay, not only for the NDVI, all of the dataset which you can see the Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, different types of MODIS data. All of the dataset when you want to import, you can just follow the same way. Okay, if you want, you can simply put your collection, copy the collection snippet and paste here, and then give the variable name. Or if you want, you can simply search in here and then click to the import. Then it will be imported. Okay. So in this time I simply use the first way and then remove the second way. So you can see here in this time I imported. Now the data has been imported to our code editor. Okay. So now we rename it as a modis. You can use any name. It's not matter. You can use any convenient name which you want to need. You can simply put any name. In this time you can see this image collection. This image collection has the two band. First band is the NDVI, second band is the EVI. Okay, I want in this time I want to work with the NDVI band. I want to work with the NDVI band. Okay, so that's why you need to select your specific band. Okay, so for this I simply take a variable.
You have to filter.
I take a variable name. Suppose I can use any variable name. I simply take the variable name is the NDVI modis.
Okay.
You can use any variable name. Okay, in this time you can see here this is my first line of the code. In this code I simply import my dataset. I simply import my whole dataset. Okay, from the dataset I want to select only for one band, NDVI. Okay, so for this I simply call the modis, because this variable name, you can see this variable name, it stored all of the band, all of the image collection. In this time from this collection I want to select only for my one band, NDVI. So I simply copy the modis variable name. I simply copy and simply paste here. Okay, after this I simply use here the select function. Okay, what I want to select, I want to select here the NDVI band. So here you can see this is the band name NDVI. I simply copy the band name and then I simply paste here. So any question in here you can ask me.
I understand.
Okay, just you can see this is the modis, this is the variable. This variable is stored my full collection or whole collection. Okay, so from the modis I want to select my specific band. So that's why I simply use here the modis. Then I want to select my specific band. Okay, in this time you can see I want to calculate it, how many NDVI images will be available between this time period. Between this time period you can see what is the time period, year of 2000 to present time, how many images will be available, okay, between this time period. I want to check it. So I simply use here the print function, and then I simply use here this variable name, and then simply paste here, then use here the size function. Size is a function, it determine how many images will be available in a collection. So I want to check it how many NDVI images will be available. So I simply click to the run. So now we can see it will be computed 501 images for the whole world. For the whole world,
What?
between the time period, between this time period from year of 2000 to present time, I can get NDVI images for the 501. Okay.
Okay.
In this time, suppose in this time I want to need this time period, I want to need my own time period. Suppose I want to calculate the NDVI for the year of 2015 or year of 2015 to 20. I want to calculate my NDVI between the 5 years. Okay, so for this I need to select my specific time period. Okay, so I want to select my specific time period. So for this I take a new variable and give the variable name is the filtered NDVI. You can use any variable name, and then you can see here. Can you guess it? What's the variable stored the 501 images? What's the variable? Can you guess it? What's the variable stored the total 501 images?
Please.
So what's the variable name? What's the variable name stored total 501
okay.
images?
NDVI modis.
Yeah, NDVI modis. So I simply call the NDVI modis because in this time you can see these 500 images between this time period, year of 2000 to present time. Okay, between this time period. But in this time I want to need the specific time period. I want to create a new time period. Okay, so that's why from the 501 images or more NDVI modis, I want to select, I want to filter my date. Okay, I want to filter my date, a specific time period. So I simply use the filter date, and here you can see this is the argument, start date and end date. So I simply put here my start date. Suppose I want to need the images for the year of 2015, 1st January. Okay, and end date will be there. I simply put here the end date will be 2020 12 December 31. Okay, so now you can see here from the 501 images I want to filter only for my time period. Okay, between this time period I want to check how many images will be available between this time period. I want to check it. So I simply use here the print function, and then I simply use here the filter NDVI. Okay,
Here, yes.
then I simply use here the size function. Size is a function, it's determine how many images will be available between this time period. I simply click to the run. So now you can see here for the whole world I want to get the images between the year of 2015 to 2020 only for the 130 images. I can get here the 138 images. Okay, so if you want you can check it when the image will be captured. When the image will be captured, what's the specific time this image will be captured? If you want you can also check it. So I simply use here the print function, and then I simply copy the variable name filter NDVI because this variable stored total 138 images. I simply copy and paste here and then click to the run. So now I can get all of the information about this 138 images. Here you can see.
Okay.
Here you can see 0. This is the indicating refers to the first item. We already know about that JavaScript is a 0 base. So here you can see 0. Okay, so first image, this image is taken this time period year of 2015 1st January. Second image will be taken here of 2015 17 January. Then you can see 2nd February, 18 February. Okay, every 16 day we can get this data. So that's why this data called, you can see 16-day global 250 meter. So we can see this is the interval between the first image and second image. We can get the interval 16 day. So that's why this data
Yes,
set called the
yes,
16-day global. Okay.
yes. Okay.
Okay, so now we can see here I can get the total 138 images. All of the date we can also get here. In this time you can see here I want to calculate it all of the images. I want to calculate it all of the images and take here the average result. You can see here, and now I want to calculate it the 138 images average result. Okay, from the 138 images I want to calculate it the average result. Okay, so that's why I simply
Okay.
take a variable and give the variable name is that mean
NDVI.
NDVI or NDVI. You can use any variable name. Okay,
Okay.
you can see here these 138 images stored in a variable. This variable name is that filter ndvi. Okay, this filter ndvi stored total 138 images. So I simply copy and paste here.
Filter NDVI.
Yeah,
Points means.
yeah, in this time you can see here from the 138 images I want to calculate it the average. I want to calculate the average result. Okay, so
Why?
because you can see here this image will not be captured at the same time. First image will be captured at the 1st January, then 17th January. Okay, this image will not be captured at the same time. Okay, so that's why we need to create it a average images for the whole world. When you want to calculate the whole world, then you want to need the average. Suppose you can see this is the 138 images and I can get the first image. This first image is not cover my whole world, because this first image is not cover my whole world, or second image is not also cover the whole world. But when you want to calculate it the average or median or any statistical purpose, then it will be cover your whole world. Okay, in this time it also called the reduce your image collection. So you can see this image will be not captured at the same time, so that's why we can easily calculate it using the get the average result, and we can calculate this result. In this time this 138 images is stored in a variable filter ndvi. Okay, and in this time I want to calculate it the average. So when you want to calculate it anything in Google Earth Engine platform, we need to use a function. This function called the reduce.
Okay. Reduce is the same to main.
So reduce is a statistical function. So when you want to calculate it any statistically, such as mean, median, max, minimum, like this, then we can use here the reduce. So reduce is an statistical function. Then how I can reduce? I want to calculate it in this time mean. Okay, I simply use here the e dot Earth Engine reducer dot mean. Okay, so now we can see here this is the filter ndvi. It is stored total 138 images, and this image will not be captured at the same time. So that's why in this time I want to calculate it the average result. So that's why I simply use here the statistical function reduce. Then how I can reduce? I want to use here the mean. So I simply use here the mean. If you want to need the median, then you can use here the median. If you want to need the max ndvi, you can simply use here the max. If you want to need the minimum ndvi, you can simply use here the mean. Okay,
Yes.
so now I want to show my result in my map. So I simply use here the map dot add layer. And then can you guess it what is our object? First of all, what is our object?
Mean NDVI.
Yeah, mean ndvi. I simply copy the mean ndvi and
Yes. Visual parameter.
and visual parameter we will not add it in this time. We will add the name later. So I simply remove and then click to the run. We can get what's the result we can get. So you can see I simply click to the run.
Okay.
You can see a new layer will be added here. And first of all, we did not add any visualization parameter, so that's why in this time it will be showing as a ash color map. Okay, so in this time I
Okay.
want to add here the visualization parameter. So here you can see, I can simply click to here. Here you can see this is all of the information about this code edit modis. I can simply, you can see when I click to here, it will be view my catalog page, view the dataset in the catalog page. Simply click to here, and then I simply copy here the visualization parameter. They are already add a visualization parameter. I simply copy from here, and then I simply just paste in my code editor. So in this time here you can see what's the code they are added. First of all, they take a variable name. After this, they make a dictionary. You can see they are using here the curly bracket, and in this dictionary they are using here the mean. This is the keyword, and also put here the key value. So mean, it means that this result showing the mean value will be start from the 0 pixel of NDVI and max up to 8000 pixel value of NDVI, and they are also make a list. You can see this is the list. Okay, so this is the list of the color. They are use the different types of color. Okay, and we already know about that. After the visualization, after the object name, so this is the object name, we always put here the visualization. Okay, we always put the visualization. So can you guess it, what is our visualization variable name? Can you guess it?
NDVI viz.
Yeah, I simply copy this variable name and paste here, and I also put here the layer name. Layer name is the NDVI, and then click to the run. So now you can see.
Why you write NDVI and the end?
So you can see this is the layer name. I just use here the layer name. Yeah. So it will be showing as a layer name. So I simply use the NDVI name. So now you can see this result. It will be represented. So now it display our data on the map, and we can see how fast it works. We have calculated the average of all images between the year of 2015 to 2020 within a second. Okay, so here you can see how fast it will be work, and this map represented this time period, year of 2015 to 2020. Okay, so this is the map for the whole world of NDVI map. Okay, suppose in this time I will not work with the whole world. I want to work with only for my own region. Suppose I want to work with my own country. Okay, I want to check what is the condition of NDVI. Okay, so first of all, you need to simply import your shapefile. So here you can see we already know about that, how you can easily import the shapefile. Okay, in this time I want to work with this dataset, US DOS dataset, US DOS dataset. Okay, so in this time I simply use here this international boundary polygon, this dataset. You can see mainly we already discuss about this dataset. So mainly this dataset provide you all of the international country boundary polygon. So I simply click to the import. You can see this dataset will be imported as a default variable name table. First of all, I need to use filter this dataset and select my own specific country name. So I simply take a variable name. We already know about this dataset. Okay, so I simply use the var keyword, and then the variable name is the country. Okay, then first of all you can see I use here the table, because this table variable stored all of the country boundary shapefile. I simply use here the table. Then I want to filter it. Okay, filter. Then how I can filter? I want to filter Earth Engine.
Yes.
Filter equal. What's equal what? In this time I use here, you can see table schema, and table schema I want to use here the country name. I simply copy the country name. And then I simply use here the country name is that suppose I want to use here the Bangladesh. Okay, so now you can see here I imported my shapefile from the US DOS dataset. Okay, and this shapefile of Bangladesh, it is stored in a variable country. Okay, so in this time I want to just use here the clip function and then work with this. So in this time I simply take a variable, give the variable name is the study area. You can use any variable name, study area. Can you guess it? What's the variable are display in the map interactive view? What's the variable are showing?
Country.
No, in this
Country.
time you can see here mean NDVI. It's showing as a layer for the whole world. Mean NDVI is showing as a whole world. You can see. I
Yes.
can use here the map.add layer, then use here the mean NDVI. So this variable mean NDVI is showing as the whole world. But in this time, I want to need only for my own country. Okay, which
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Okay, so that's why I simply call the mean NDVI because it represented the whole world. I simply call the mean NDVI. I simply call the mean NDVI and paste here. After this, I simply use here the clip function. I clip with my shapefile variable name. Can you guess it? What is our shapefile variable name?
Country.
Country. Yeah, good. So I simply copy the country and just copy and then just use here the instead of the geometry. Okay, just country. In this time you can see here I want to show the result for my country and it is stored in a variable study area. So can you guess it? What is our object in this time? What is our object I want to show in my display? What is the variable
Study
name?
area.
Study area. Good. So I simply copy the study area. Simply copy study area and just paste here. Okay. And then I also focusing my shape file. So I simply use here the map dot center object. And in this time my object name is the country. I simply copy the country and I set here the zoom level is that I simply use
9.
the 9. Okay. And then on compile simply remove. Then click to the run. So now you can see it display only for the NDVI map of Bangladesh. You can see. If you want, you can easily export this map as a shape file. Okay. Okay. So it is the study area. Sorry, because you can see this country. It will be simply a study area, and then click to the run. So now you can see. This is the NDVI map of Bangladesh and we can easily export this map, okay, and work with the ArcMap software and QGIS software for making the NDVI map. So you can see this is our NDVI map of Bangladesh and it will be this map represented the year of 2015 to 2020 all of the images average result. Okay, we can get the average NDVI map between this time period. Okay, if you want to need the 1 year, you can simply put here the year of 2015 1st January to year of 2015 31 December, then you can get the result for the 1 year NDVI map 2015. Okay, suppose in this time I want to need the result for the another country. For India, I simply use here the India and then click to the run. So now you can see I can get the NDVI map for India.
Wow. Can we check Mali?
Yeah, you can also check it, no problem. So I simply use here the Mali, then click to the run.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so now you can see some vegetation. I think this is the dense vegetation in this area, and other you
Yes.
can see this. I think this is the desert or other things. Okay.
Okay. My area study are in the center.
Okay, so we can calculate the all of the world NDVI like this way. Suppose you want to export this map, we can easily export this map, okay, and work with this.